wasn't just a voluntary nice thing to do in the state of Aya, it was actually a part of the divorce process. Oh, well, it was incredible because, first of all of the pain and argument and fighting between us two helped also to resolve itself within this process, within this day. We hadn't been married long. Why should I have to pay for her? And why should I do this? And I'm never going to have money again, ever. Of course, that was a load of rubbish. And I was very worried about the children because my wife at that time, this was 22 years ago, felt that it wasn't important for me as a father to be around the kids and that they would be fine, and I felt different to that. They were in fact my adopted children, so I wasn't their natural father. However, they still have my name, and adoption is adoption, right? Running up to the divorce, of course, there was all the terrible pain, heartache, arguments, frustration. But then the process started to take place where the divorce was registered in the state of Iowa in America, the United States. And we were informed, my wife at that time and I were informed that as a part of this, it was obligatory, mandatory, to attend a seminar on responsibilities of divorcing parents for their children. In that the emphasis was that the children should be not harmed or come out badly from the divorce. So the first part of the morning was about practical things. Where are they going to live? Who are they going to live with? And then we were asked to just talk about the terms of our divorce quite openly. You know, was it going to be equal visitation rights and so on, everything like that. So we talked about that. And then they encouraged us to talk about finances. And in some cases in the room, you know, some people were very worried. But all this came out into the open, which was very interesting. So in the afternoon, we got much more into the psychology of the children and how they see the divorce. And it was made clear to us for the first time, in my understanding, that children blame themselves for the divorce. They helped us to mitigate that so that they gave us skills, they gave us words to talk to our children, to describe to them that it's not their fault, and how this happens, why people get divorced, why it happens. And so with these skills, with these words that we were given, we were able to then go back to the children as a departing couple, a divorcing couple, and explain to them why this has happened, and to give assurances and reassurances on the fact that we're going to be there for them, we still love them, they don't have to be frightened of the future. In the seminar, we talked about money and equal sharing and responsibility, and as the father and the husband, I think that I got out of my selfishness a bit about money. Well, I got individual therapy, yes. I got a male counsellor, therapist, and I laugh at this, I laugh at myself, that up until that point, all I was fretting about was what my wife was demanding and wanting and what her desires were. And then he looked at me and he says, well, what do you want? I said, what? What do I? I never thought of myself. That's daft, wasn't it? But actually that was the value of therapy for me, is that I thought, oh, wait a minute, I'm a person. What are my needs? We had some very experienced social psychologists in the room and marriage counsellors, and they were saying, okay, like we were the children, now it's time for you to start behaving. I think that it was the structure and guidance of the seminar upheld both mother and father. And I think that whether you're a dad or you're a mum, in the environment of this seminar, you saw the mothers being upheld, you saw the fathers being upheld, and you saw their role being supported and reinforced. And that was quite good. You can't make your divorcing other partner go along to anything. You just got to persuade them. If they do go along, it's going to be tremendously helpful. Because when you're a couple on your own, you think you're being blamed by the therapist, which is, of course, you're not. The therapist doesn't blame anyone, but you think they are. But in the group, it's much more, oh, we're all experiencing this together, we're all going through. There were about 16 people in the seminar, so there was lots of variety, lots of people who were very unhappy, but through the day, the divorce counsellors, the divorce professionals really took us through our emotions and brought us to the other side, I thought. Seek out professional help. Seek out guidance, seek out groups, and if at all possible, go together. If it's not possible, go by yourself. In the end, I did have a peaceful divorce. It was amicable, even though leading up to it was the antithesis or circumvention of amicability. When the divorce actually came through, I was at work and she came round to my office, and I heard at the front, "Oh, Nigel, Anne's here to see you." And she came in the door and she said, "The divorce has gone through and I just wanted to thank you." So I think that actually helped us get to that point.